So in this problem, we are asked to find the sine of 15 degrees. Now 15 degrees is not an angle that you usually memorize the sine and cosine for. It's not a key angle on the unit circle like 45 degrees or 30 degrees or 90 degrees. So we don't really know how to solve this immediately. However, we did just learn the angle subtraction formulas. So maybe there's some way we can use those to find an answer here that is exact. That means not using a calculator and rounding. We want an exact answer in terms of radicals or whatever we need. Well, I'd say that this seems to be the same as the sine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. Oh, not 3 degrees. Now that would be a different story. Let's write that out clearly. 30 degrees. So sine of 45 degrees minus sine of 30 degrees. Sine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. I'm ruining our formulas already. So, all right, what's our formula for that? Well, I'm going to write that really quickly. Let's see, where would be a good place to write that? I'm just going to write it maybe under this. Why not? We know that the sine of alpha minus beta is equal to sine alpha times the cosine of beta minus the sine of beta times the cosine of alpha. All right, so let's just plug our numbers in there. So sine of 30 degrees is going to be equal to the sine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry, not sine of 30 degrees. Let's fix that, because that would be really easy to solve. We're not doing the sine of 30 degrees, we're doing the sine of 15 degrees. My bad. Sine of 15 degrees is the sine of 45 degrees minus 30 degrees. So let's plug those values into our formula. That's going to be the sine of 45 degrees times the cosine of 30 degrees minus the sine of 30 degrees times the cosine of 45 degrees. Cool. All right then. So let's simplify this further. We know these values. We know the sine of 45 degrees exactly, right? That's 1 over the square root of 2, or square root of 2 over 2. The cosine of 30 degrees is also pretty easy, right? Square root of 3 over 2. Sine of 30 degrees, we all know these. So let's write those out in the way that we know them. So that's going to be equal to, well, the sine of 45 degrees, as I said, is going to be the square root of 2 over 2. You know that from the unit circle. And we're multiplying that by cosine of 30 degrees. It's going to be the square root of 3 over 2. All right. Now we're subtracting sine of 30 degrees times, so sine of 30 degrees is going to be 1/2 times, what's cosine of 45 degrees? Well, that's going to be square root of 2 over 2, just like sine of 45 degrees, right? Because the tangent of 45 degrees is equal to 1. All right, let's distribute some numbers. Let's just multiply these together. So we're going to have the square root of 6, right, over 4 minus the square root of 2 over 4, or that's just going to be the square root of 6 minus the square root of 2 divided by 4. And that is our exact answer, the exact value of the sine of 15 degrees. Thanks for watching. We'll have more examples coming soon.